Let's head on in town. I have a very strong feeling. That when we get in here, we're going to be shocked at what we find. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for the early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expense-paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Halcyon. So they are harvested. People are harvested. Like a bad Repo the Genetic Opera. Messages? I don't want to steal any of this stuff. Oh yeah, cuz this is that dude's. Dear reader, your subscription to the Inhumors Association newsletter has expired. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now, we'll throw in a copy of our newest publication, Shovels Gazette and Quarterly. Edgewater Cemetery is a property of Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own from the cradle to the grave. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at an affordable rate. Comfortable, spacious plots? Yeah, because that's what I'm worried about when I'm 6 feet under. Custom engraved headstones and monograms. From what I saw, they were planks of wood, so I'm not paying for that. Complimentary eulogy courtesy of the Order of the Scientific Inquiry. I'm sure I have a friend that could do a better job. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of a Spacer's Choice brand gravesite. Now, I'd rather burn. Just burn me. Burial invoice. Password required. Ooh, hack one. Yes! Theodore Granger. Industrial accident. Successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Paid and accounted. Teddy's corpse was missing a hand. Deducted 5 bits from gravesite fee because I'm a kindly fellow. What? What the fuck? Hey, since your guy was missing an arm and both of his legs, you only need to pay me 25 instead of 50. Like, what the fuck? Half body, half off. Alright. Let's transition into Edgewater, even though I am not ready for this. Doesn't look bad. I probably shouldn't have my gun out. But then again, I don't think anyone would care. If anything, I'm sure someone would be like, "Hey, no, if you shoot me." What? Anna, your mother passed away from plague. She hasn't chosen to receive medical treatment and failed to recover on her own. She wasn't chosen to receive medical treatment and failed to recover on her own. I found a site near the ocean to bury her. I know it's company policy to have her buried in the graveyard, but I just can't afford the fees. I'm heading out after dark to put her to rest. Say my final goodbyes and all. I know it's dangerous to go out alone at night, but I have to chance it. And if you're reading this, I want you to know that your mother was a good person. Don't blame her for what happened. She worked as hard as she could. It just wasn't hard enough in the end. Love, Dad. Fuck's sake, dude. We're getting fucking heavy. And she's dead. She's sitting here, slumped over, dead. I mean, I'm gonna take their stuff. But that's rough. Why did I steal? I didn't. How about I just eat it? How about I just eat it? Armor management. Oh hell yeah! What's up? what the fuck's his name? Isaac from from Dead Space. What's up? What's up, Dead Space? Oh, I love how the tubes swing. That's hilarious. I stole a Snapper's something. It was a Spacer's Chaw. Eat it. Old AUs. Okay. Om nom nom. Yum yum yum. Don't go knocking your work. You never know who's listening.
Sick house is no place for a traveler.
This is a sick house? Oh yeah, dude. This is us fucking sick, bro. What's down here? Am I gonna find another dead body? A bypass shunt? Hey. We're gonna go inside this house. Hi. Oh, okay.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
You don't sound like you're doing so good. I go where I want. Like, no. Like, why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house.
I'm
We're
gonna
not
be a
worth your
modern day
time.
Jesus.
I'm in about as much
I'm
trouble
gonna
as
wash
I can
the
be.
6 feet.
No reason you
The,
ought to be
the,
tarnished
the
by
sick people's
association.
feet.
People are gonna talk.
Let them talk. I give a shit. I don't mind why what's going on here. You make it sound like I'm being watched. No, why? What's going on here?
Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
I'll take it. I've got some training. I could take a look at you. How did you get sick? I'm not worried. I don't get sick often. No, I've got some training. I could take a look. I can see if I can get a salve together. I can see about scraping together some supplies. Absolutely. Yeah, I've got some training. I can take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
What the fuck? You obviously need help. You're sick. You obviously need help.
That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company
What?
always
You got
tells
sick?
us weak spirits lead to weak bodies.
Oh, fuck the company.
If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder.
I'm glad I
Maybe
chose
I
this
should've
game.
taken
This is
more
just gonna
pride
be
in my
me
work.
getting mad at this game forever. It's ridiculous. You can't blame yourself because you fell sick. You cannot blame yourself. And this is an important message to everybody as well. If you get sick, like genuinely sick, like a cold, a flu, a stomach illness, mental illness, whatever it is, and your job, your place of employ, tells you that you're not doing good enough because you got sick, I'm not going to tell you to tell them to go fuck themselves, but that's what I would do. Because no one should make someone feel bad because their immune system got taken advantage of by a virus, by a sickness that could have happened to anyone. I'm going to find a way to help these people. I'm going to fucking burn Edgewater to the ground just to make sure these people are fucking free. I know that is a whole nother set of like like things, like a list of shit I have to do in this area to have this happen. And if they're cut off from Spacer's Choice and all of those supply chains, they may struggle for a while and they may have to find a way to survive on their own. But you know what? Surviving on your own is better than working to death for someone who doesn't care about you. That's ridiculous. Don't blame yourself because you fell sick.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening.
Fuck people.
I'm feeling a touch faint.
All of them.
If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
I will leave you be. But just know that I will fucking be back and I will make sure you're the first. Rose, I'm writing. This is how serious I am about this right now. Rosemary Kwan. She is number 1 on my list to heal. Finding some way to heal her. I don't even know if I can. I have zero idea if I can or not. But she is first on my list. I don't want to look it up. I want it to be a I want if I can do it, I want it to be like a fuck yeah, I did this on my own. You know what I mean? Oh. Nice. Yeah, I'll take some supplies. Unfortunately, all these people are fucking dead. So it's not like it's not like this is an innocent loot.
Time to collect a fine bounty.
The fuck? I just heard someone yell, "Time to collect a fine bounty." I don't know. If they are, come get it, bud, because I'm on my way to overthrow a capitalist society. So you're gonna have to do a lot here. Like I'm already riled up. If you're gonna try to look at me and say, hey, you're gonna kill me, oh bud, I got a question for you. We need to kill everybody else first. I'm coming back for Rosemary because God, she is exactly why, like what I was talking about before, when people are indoctrinated into a system like this, they make it feel like it is their own fault for something that is out of their control, and they feel like that since birth. Rosemary is probably 30, 35 years of age, if that, and she has since childhood been made to feel that way, been made to feel that the job is more important than your bodily health. Weak spirit leads to weak bodies, which is partially bullshit. Because if you're always looking at yourself like, I'm blah blah blah, like there's going to be some sort of psychological aspect to it. But your body also has some sort of aspect to that as well. Like if you already have a weakened immune system because you already have things wrong with you, you're going to get sick. There's nothing you can do to help. There's no positive attitude that can help that. And looking at someone and saying, oh, just have a positive attitude is not going to fix it either. Like, that's what the company is doing to these people, and it's absolute trash. Absolute trash. I'm going to go into this barbershop. I said barbershop, not doctor's office. Oh, Conrad. Conrad at the barbershop. I gotta talk to this. Hey buddy. I gotta collect your gravesite fee. And I know that's a weird fucking thing to say. How can we not do this?
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
Oh, they're soaked with them, bud.
Recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
That is what? I can show you my hands. Here, pulls off glove that I haven't pulled off in 100 years. Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures?
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company.
Oh, so you're just giving
Conrad.
away lectures.
You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards.
Aesthetic standards.
You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Oh, you're not touching. I'm making sure you're not going to touch my body when I die. Looking to repair my ship. Silas sent me to collect your dues. Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We
I mean,
make you presentable.
I mean, if I had a family and I wanted an open grave, then sure, I would like a barber to kind of touch me up to make me look good. I mean, if my face gets shot off, then I'm not necessarily going to look good in any light. Speaking of burials, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke? I know what you said, bud. You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend.
Ooh,
Endless,
bummer.
Indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford
fancy
it.
words for...
I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement.
What?
When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Oh, perfect. Then I'm not paying my... Yeah, toss me into a ditch. I'm not paying my gravesite fees. Fuck that. Nah, fam. Toss me into a ditch. I don't care. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity. That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition. No, don't be so hardened to yourself.
I have to be, if only to prepare myself for my inevitable dressing down at the hands of corporate. Tell
What?
Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction.
What the fuck?
My apologies.
Whoa. Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the
What?
grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that
this
right a
whole
second
fucking...
time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Dude, that's... Oh, just give him an IOU. Just be like, hey, dude, I'll get you next week. Just something.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral.
I mean,
Like a pair of
understandable.
lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas.
Oh,
I'm open
buddy,
to
what could
suggestions.
Conrad give Silas as a? Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
I'll let you know if I think of anything. Well, I'm not gonna. Damn. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company is going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Okay, when I first played through this game, this is the thing that fucking made my blood boil. They're not calling it suicide. He shot himself, and they're not calling it suicide. Also, trigger warning. Just putting that out there. They're not calling it suicide. They're calling it destruction of Spacer's Choice property because your body does not belong to you. And that, if we ever, I'm hopeful that we never will get to this point. But if we ever get to the point where from birth your body doesn't belong to you, it belongs to a company, I don't want to live in that society anymore. I give a shit if they say it's destruction of whatever company's property. I will destroy property until they destroy their own property, which is me. Like, this is, Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. This whole situation, because they're like the people who are doing this, the person who wrote this letter, Phyllis, is not inherently a bad person. Because she realized that Phyllis, I'm assuming is she, realizes that there's a body price that has to be paid because of the because of the suicide. There's a body price that has to be paid. He had gold teeth. Well, if they bury him with those teeth and no one pays his body price, then it falls on the medical company to pay the body price, which sucks. So now they have to sell the dude's teeth. They have to pry the teeth out of his mouth and sell them just to be able to pay the price to not go bankrupt. Like, this whole, how this place is still standing. It should not still be standing. It's eerily close to real life society. It's not so extreme because companies do not own you from birth. The medical industry absolutely does. Doc Maybell, Bertie Cotton, and Guillaume Antrim.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
How you feel?
Well, I'm not gonna steal in front of the person. Use the terminal. Bounty records. Open bounties. Oh, it's just gonna be the same stuff.
Welcome to the
Hi.
Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion.
Frontier justice.
Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th
See,
one's free.
I will trust sheriffs. Like in like a Wild West type terminology, I would rather trust sheriffs of a small town than like a police force. Well, I'm not talking like nowadays, because nowadays a sheriff is just a fancier name for a police officer. I'm talking like in a Wild West setting where it's like there was a one building and you had a sheriff, you had a constable, and you had a town that they protected. If someone walked in and started causing some shit, the sheriff and the constable would come in and they would stop that shit from happening. Like, that's like, I would rather trust that person than a police force. Office is running a promotion, purchased 3 criminal investigations, and the 4th one's 3. What? Yeah, I'm for hire if you need Marauder stuff.
Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties
Oh, no,
out
I
for these
don't.
3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to talk to all these people. And I'm going to try to see if I can just get them to cut off their finger. Give it to me. They'll live free. Live free, do whatever you want. All I need is a finger. Give me a pinky. You don't need your pinky. I know you don't need your pinky. You know how I know you don't need your pinky? I have all my pinkies, but I just know that you don't need your pinky. I know a guy that's missing one. He is absolutely fine. He grabs things just fine. If you didn't have a pinky, if you hold out your pinky and try to grab something, you can still grab stuff fine. Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you? No, don't fucking say that, you moron. So who do you work for? Spacer's Choice or Edgewater?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater.
Oh.
Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Dale serves Spacer's Choice.
What the fuck? Who does Spacer's Choice answer to? What company? So, alright, Edgewater is a part of Emerald Vale. Emerald Vale serves Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice serves...
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense
Of the
Logistics,
Universal
which occupies
Defense
seats
so
on
a
the Halcyon
defense
Holdings
company.
Corporation, also known as the Board.
The Jesus
Must admit it
Christ.
bothers me
Okay.
that you don't already know this.
It bothers me that... So you're basically a bureaucrat.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Flattery?
The
Well,
bureaucracy
that was
is a
meant to be an
noble profession,
insult.
But not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it.
Yeah, there was
Something
one
to
other
report?
thing. No.
As long as your questions fall within the...
Yeah, so who do you work for?
I don't serve...
That sounds like slavery.
Careful, stranger. Talk like that comes dangerously close to sedition.
Sedition? I'm not inciting a rebellion. I'm just saying that you're enslaving people. Why are you mad at that? You know what? Fuck it. Does the name Phineas Wells mean
His
anything to
likeness
you?
decorates many a wanted poster.
Oh.
Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Oh no, I saw him on a poster and I was just, he's a scientist. We're acquainted. Yeah, because I want to do that right off the bat. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Looks like there's a bounty on his head. He kidnapped me, unfroze my body, and shot me into space, then I landed here. No, yeah, that's why I'm asking. Yeah, it looks like there's a bounty on his head.
You are correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
I'll give you some information, all right? He's in a spaceship. Where's my money? If the board's paying, I'm willing to collect on that bounty. No. Nope.
Interesting.
All right, you know what?
Something to report?
No, leave. Okay. I don't
Wish we had some better rations.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. So this town is just too much. And they all look like they're just... No, talk.
Just gotta keep our heads.
Well, I didn't want to aim my gun at them. Dehydrated water tablets? How does one dehydrate
Yes, Mr.
water?
Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
All right. I just walked into a crazy man's house. Hello, Mr. Abernathy.
Did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post tomorrow, bright and early tomorrow, because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as the spring
he's
chicken.
sick.
That's old
He's
Abernathy.
sick. He's not doing so hot. He's not doing so hot. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous, bud? What's going on?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I mean, when you confuse me for someone that I'm not, yeah. I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick.
Oh, so you're
Wait,
sick?
No. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under
On the mend?
weather.
Bruh, I'm not gonna,
swear I'm on the
I'm
mend.
not,
Please.
I'm not gonna
don't tell
snitch
the
on you for
doctor.
being sick. You've got the plague? Get away from me, you leper! You should put a sign over your door or something, or at least cover your mouth. Yeah, where's your mask, bud? Why not?
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found
Ablutions?
my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and
Hale and
for
healthy.
hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man.
Depends on what you need, because if you're looking for medicine, Rosemary.
Couple hours.
Rosemary
out of
is my
your
girl.
day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community
Community center? Okay.
Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway.
Thank you
I
for
need
telling me where to
to
go to
that
find
medicine and bring it back
medicine for Rosemary. I've got some questions,
I'll
bud.
do what I can.
Why can't you just buy it,
Tried
bud?
medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just
That
buy
like the
medicine.
off-brand?
Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health.
What?
Company policy.
Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Fucking A. In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough. So yes, what I said. I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old
Oh, so
place.
marauders. Okay.
Marauders, on the other hand.
All right. What can you tell me about
I
them?
have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I
Squatting.
advise stepping softly.
Yeah, I've heard
So
enough.
you'll do it then?
Yeah.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague
Bruh.
spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
You can feel your spleen? Fuck off, bud. Now you're just trying to milk it. Anything I should know about this community
Just keep
center?
your head down when
Head down. You're taking an awful risk trusting me,
I
you know.
that. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up.
What the
Could have
fuck?
gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'm also here to collect your
Sanders
gravesite
knows,
fees.
doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's
No,
why
I
he wants me
I
pay
have to
up.
collect like
He
5
knows.
people's.
Look, I got my gravesite fees right here.
Oh,
See?
nice.
I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment.
All right, I'll leave you be. I got his gravesite fees. He just gave them willingly, so it's not like I had to take them from him. I don't want to steal a bypass shunt. I don't want to steal anything. I also don't want to be in a
You're
weird
making a
person's
mistake
bathroom.
Working for Abernathy.
What's up? What's up, Esther?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's
Okay.
Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
So you work for
Abernathy
Spacer's
is a well-known
Choice?
hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
So he's just an old man. He's just an old man who... Alright. An old man who just wants the medicine. What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm
Oh,
trying
just
to do.
tell me. Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town. And we don't have the
Okay.
medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out
Okay.
to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Ah. Yeah, I get it. You need someone to smuggle you medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
True, I believe that. The wrong thing for the right reasons. Yeah, I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
I'll think about it. I'll get the medicine, and when I come back into the town, I'll think about it. Okay. Yeah. So I went this way. I want to keep following this.
Almost lost a finger in the
Yeah,
cannery.
because that's the constable. Okay. What is bag pick that I can just take? Thank you. On a workbench. A bypass shunt I can just take. Thank you. Saltuna Cannery. Welcome, Holcomb P. There are currently 3 open trouble tickets. Failure on startup. AG loader. Turn on engine. Try it again. Try it again. Kick the loader. Curse injured toes. I have to enter a minimum of 8 steps. Try it again. It makes a rattling noise. Dang it, Clancy, I just got you back on your feet 2 weeks ago. Not that you got feet, but you know what I mean. His stators off axis again. We'll clean out and resit. Priority issue. Start a production line according to schedule, blah, blah, blah. Processing cancel. Okay, what's this one? It has been open for 0 days. Damned mechanicals. Look northwise. It said look northwise. Blast the useless translator. Your scrap pile. Could be northeast from town, I guess. Observe mechanical. Planking about all menacing like see it, it's right there. Okay. Who keeps just bullets in a kitchen cabinet? Like, come on. Pre-sliced bread, tarmac and cheese. Algae logger, bypass shunt. Bit cartridges. Yeah, who's here? Holcomb, Robert. Sure, keyword. Open last search. Indumati, searching, 2 records found. They wouldn't let me keep her, but I'll only raise her with love, perhaps more than I would make time for. You are patient and present in a way that I am not. The company says she has no name until you give her one. Her name is Pavarotti. They tell me her birthday will be set on the date she's legally delivered to you. She was actually born on July 7th. Make her feel special when I can't. She liked when I sang to her. It was the only time she stopped crying. What the fuck? So someone's child was taken away from them and delivered to a parent that could work? Oh my... Okay. Indumati left Edgewater today. She's been reassigned to Terra 1. I kissed her goodbye at the platform and asked if I'd ever see her again. We both knew the answer was no. Look up and think of me as I'll look up and think of you. Young Spacer's Guide to Medical Engineering. Open last entry. Sat up last night reading through the Young Spacer's Guide. I almost started reading it out loud from habit. It's been 10 years, but I still have parts of it memorized. Reckon I'll take the next volume into work at the cannery. There's an unused office where I've been taking my lunches. May as well read the whole thing again. Okay, so we need to understand that there's something in the cannery. There's a medical book in the cannery. Bypass. I don't necessarily want to keep my gun out because that just seems like it would cause problems. But at the same time, I'm not letting them get me. I'm not letting them brand me and tag me in their capitalist society. It's not gonna happen. That's where I came in from. I'm gonna go into Cantina. Oh yeah, this is definitely a place where I'm gonna talk with some people, ears to the ground.
Carry on. Sorry, I've got a lot to do. Sorry.
All right.
I've got a lot to do.
What up?
Never seen you here before. You a visitor?
Hi, Winslow.
Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to
Edgewater.
where am I again?
You're drunk. No. Yeah, you're in Edgewater, bud.
Edgewater, jewel of the Vale. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? Productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive.
Are you productive? I think you had a little too much to drink there, bud.
Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my third bottle. I
Third
don't start
bottle?
giving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G
the
brew
fuck?
as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury.
Is your
All set?
injury liver damage? You were injured?
Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up
Ooh.
real good. Conrad went and
Ooh.
sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on 0G
5%
brew.
discount? That means if the bottle's
the second
$25,
bottle, the
but
only
you're
thing
not
I
even
feel
you're
is
not even
emotion.
saving $5. You're saving $2.50. You sound like you need a surgeon, bud.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery,
That-
but for your hair.
Well, that is not the same thing. This is not even close to the same thing. I'll let you be, bud. Just have a good one.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's
Sorry.
folk hadn't
I got a lot
abandoned
to
us. Cannery could use us.
I don't know you.
I don't know you either, Amelia Kim. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any
Ah,
company
you know,
supply ship
it's
with
just-
that particular name.
I'm looking for a power
I don't know
supply.
what you're
Actually,
about.
that's how unreliable it
This
is.
here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
You look exhausted, Amelia. Something going on here I shouldn't... And so you're not going to serve me a drink? She does look like Allison Stoner. Something going on here that I shouldn't know about, and what a fine establishment it is, or could have fooled me. All I see a bunch of drunken slobs and one ugly bartender? Fuck off. The fact that that was even a choice. And what a fine establishment it is. We got Amelia Kim working the bar. Perception or charm? And what a fine establishment
Really
it is.
think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub
I
the
bet
tiles.
I bet the work is
Guess I
I
misreckoned
bet the
you.
work is
Sorry about
backbreaking.
that. I didn't mean to be curt.
Oh
We just
no,
got
no,
some
no, don't
problems
worry.
lately.
Do not worry
I
about
can
it.
get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the
Of course.
premises, though. Can't
Of course.
risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
Does what's this about deserters?
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own souls.
Oh.
Town's
Oh,
already
so
struggling to make
my
quotas,
kind of
even
people.
without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts.
Oh.
Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway,
No.
Enough about them.
Amelia.
What can I do for you?
Amelia. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Oof, bud. That's terrible thinking. Oh, that's and she doesn't know any better. It doesn't make it right. It does not make it right, but she doesn't know any better because nobody knows any better because everybody who hasn't looked around and realized fuck this is so ingrained in it, is so indoctrinated in it that they are unaffected. I want to talk to Reed. Where can I find him?
Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk
Mr.
to you?
Thompson.
He's a busy man. You want to talk
I'm
to
an
Mr.
even busier
Thompson,
man.
Try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery,
What's up?
and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down.
Yeah, we've been able to look through that bullshit, so. Say it's like... Say that like... Oh, wait, hold on. He'll summon you to the top of that big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. It's like, you say that like it's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as
Oh.
that.
Oh, but do people not deserve to live? Amelia, I was starting to like you.
Go ahead.
So what's your
I don't
story?
see how that's any of your business.
I'm just curious. Oh, I need a persuasion of 26. Yeah, I guess
Will
it's
there
not.
be anything else?
What if I told you I just got shot into space by a crazy scientist?
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
Bro, I gotta pay for your laughter? How do I know if I'm actually funny? Well, in that case, let's see what's on tap. I wish it was a joke. Honestly, I don't even know where I am. I'm not joking. I'm on top of a guy. No. Well, in that case, let's see what's on tap.
Right up.
Your merchant skill. Nice. I'm not buying anything from you. You know, at first I was afraid. I was petrified. At first I was excited. Because I was like, hey, a bartender. She seems nice. This is going to go real well. Yeah, let's crack this bad boy open. Oh! That was criminal activity? It didn't say that... whatever. Energy cells. Oh, there's nothing good in here. I mean, there's a bypass jump, but I'm not going to steal that. That's steal, steal, steal. Steal. Steal, nothing even in the fridge. Steal. Steal. I don't want to steal stuff. Just give me more story. Make it so. Alright, I think I'm done with the cantina. What is this, a general store?
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Yeah, I need to fix a ship. Where can I find parts?
Go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery.
I got some questions,
Go right
bud.
ahead.
What's your take on this place?
What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now?
Let's say
It's,
yes.
Fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend
Be
my
honest.
life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
Terra 2? There's 2 Terras? Telling yourself that won't make it true. I'm glad you're so optimistic. You can't be serious. No one in their right mind would want to live here. The blister on my ass is prettier than Edgewater. Or that's enough for now. Telling yourself that won't make it true.
You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I am lucky to have my work. Lucky to be alive.
You're correct about the second one, not about the first one.
Something you need?
We are all very lucky to be alive and breathing and be a part of this thing called life. We are all very lucky to be a part of that. But you are not lucky because someone said you can work for me. That's not luck. That's servitude. There's nothing lucky about being chosen to do someone else's work. Actually, there was. I want to be more condescending to you. Anyone I should watch out for?
Other than yourself? Definitely
Bitch!
the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man. Cut from church cloth. Knows his scriptures.
I love how I crossed him.
Like he's not one of us.
And then immediately after I was like, hey, is there anyone I should avoid? He just pointed the finger at me and was like, you should avoid yourself. Also, you should avoid talking to this dude. Something about him that bothers me, like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here. Bro, don't lie to yourself. You don't want to be here either. So about this plague that's supposed to be going around.
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor.
Dude, are you done being delusional or should I wait? Fucking, I love the dialogue in this game. Are you done being delusional or should I wait? Is there a reason you feel like you have to hide what's going on or never mind, goodbye? You are being condescending to me and I do not like it. Is there a reason you feel like you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding.
No, you
Some of us who
aren't
get
hiding
sick are
anything about
liable
you.
to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact
Bro,
is,
if you're sick, you're
you
sick.
work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
That is not true. If you work hard, you have more of a cause to worry because you're putting more of a strain on your physical system, and it could cause your immune system to break down and be more susceptible to germs and other things that could invade your system, like a fucking plague. This game is just going to be me yelling at the screen. What do you mean by that? That doesn't make any sense.
Spend enough time in the Spacer's Choice family, and you will come to understand.
So you're telling me I
Medical
have to become
treatment is commensurate
indoctrinated
with our
in order
value
to
to
understand.
society.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense
Spacer's
now.
Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
No, that's not natural selection. That's a company holding medical supplies that they freely can create over your head just to make you more productive, when in actuality, it makes you less productive. Yeah. And if you don't work hard enough,
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else?
I
Rambling
can't
about
grit
company
my way
policy
out of a
gets me feeling
sickness
all
that's going to
lightheaded.
kill me. I can't grit my way out of cancer.
Music to my...
That's, ooh, a revolver? Light machine gun, light assault rifle. Oh, if I lived in a society like this, there's nothing that would stop me from being petty. There's like, I would walk around constantly just aggressing any bureaucrat I could find. Like, aren't you supposed to be working? I'm like, this is my time right now. I can yell at you all I fucking want. I'm not on company time, but I'm burning my own money for this. I'm taking my own personal vacation time so I can carve out a day to just yell at you. I want you to make sure that you hear me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to you for an entire day, and I'm not even gonna get paid for it. Just you hating me is going to make it worth it. What is this place? Is this a library? Oh, I thought he was like, I thought he was like actually resting his hands on something. I was about to be like, dude, that doesn't look comfortable. I should probably sheath my weapon here.
Work fortifies the spirit.
Work does not fortify the spirit. I mean, for some people it might, depending on your line of work. If you enjoy your work, you genuinely have a good time in your place of employ, and it doesn't drain you, and you're like, everyone listens to you, like, then absolutely it could invigorate you. It could make you feel good. But saying that as like a flat statement across the board, like everyone who works will feel good, it's like that is a flat out lie. Like, there's some people that can't work.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic.
Yes, I am.
Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or
Oh,
Vicar Max,
you,
if
buddy.
the sorter prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything
My
at all.
poison?
Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest
Bro,
ride
what
out
the
of
fuck?
town?
A fantasy tossball player? I'm looking for a power regulator. Actually, Maximilian. How did you know I was an outsider? Well, you're wearing a mercenary helmet and you're wearing a suit that I've never seen before, and you were let in, so I know you're not bad. I'm actually looking for a power regulator.
Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such
Sorry,
matters
bud.
to Mr. Thompson in the cannery.
Okay.
Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, You'd best be cautious.
Oh, and I know they're marauders, dude. Don't worry about that. I've been outside. I'm not impressed. And I can handle myself better than a vicar. If you think what's outside is frightening, I got news for you, bud. The system that you're under is more frightening than what's outside.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library.
What?
Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get
Radical
my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum.
Handsome sum for the book. A handsome sum, you say? Is there a bookshelf? How many books you need? Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
To keep the writing out of layman's hands.
Oh, that's not true. You want to know what actually happened.
To fall into public consumption.
I'm going to read the fuck out of these books. I'm going to find you these books. I'm going to read them. I'm going to commit them to memory. If I can take pictures of them, scan them, I will. And then I'm going to give it to you and say, yep, it's the only copy. And then I'm going to fucking mass produce them. Oh, this book is banned? Perfect. Spreads. You make a compelling argument. Seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you're after this contraband text. I need to know a little bit more about this book before I agree to this. Maybe I'll get your book and sell it to someone else. I need a little bit more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yeah, bud.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos.
Bruh, that happened on Earth.
The colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for your book, bud.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Yeah, that'll work. Oh man, I could have just shot him right there. All right. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take the professor glasses. Are you kidding me? Plasma rifle. Oh man. All right. Well, actually, this is where I'm gonna call it for today. We're gonna do. Yeah, manual save. Accept. All right, this is where we're gonna call it. Also, because I really have to go to the bathroom. But this was fun. I'm definitely looking forward to doing this again tomorrow. I'm gonna finish up the rest of the week with this game, and we're gonna see where we are from there, because I'm enjoying this, going through and getting mad at the society. I can't wait to do it some more. Well, if you're watching on Twitch and you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that follow button. For more stuff, we're going to be streaming throughout the rest of the week, and if you're following on YouTube and watching along, it would always be greatly appreciated if you could like and comment on the video, and of course subscribe, ring the bell, everything, whole nine. Gotta do the shtick. But thank you everybody so much for watching, and of course, as always, until next time, it'll be next time. We'll see you later.